Today, we acknowledge the passing of a major figure in American civil rights history, Jesse Jackson, who passed away at the age of 84. And when we talk about Black legacy, we're not just talking about entertainers. We're talking about architects of access, strategists of movement, voice that shifted rooms before microphones were digital. Jesse Jackson was one of those voices. Many people know him as a civil rights activist, but his national presence began alongside Martin Luther King Jr. during the height of the civil rights movement. After Dr. King's assassination, the question became, who continues the work? Jackson didn't just continue it, he expanded it. He founded what would become the Rainbow Push Coalition, focusing not only on protests, but on economic empowerment, voter registration, and political influence. He understood something critical. Access to power requires organization. In 1984 and again in 1988, Jesse Jackson ran for president of the United States. Now pause there. This wasn't symbolic. This wasn't fringe. He built a serious national campaign that registered millions of voters and forced conversations around economic inequality, racial justice, international diplomacy, coalition politics. Long before it was considered realistic for a Black candidate to gain broad traction, he was doing it. Whether people agreed with him or not, he moved the political needle. He helped normalize the idea that Black leadership belonged at the highest levels of government. That foundation matters. Jackson wasn't just a marcher. He negotiated. He meditated. He pressured corporations. He pushed for representation in boardrooms. He engaged internationally on human rights issues. He operated in rooms most people never see. And that's something we don't always highlight when we talk about legacy. Not all influence is loud. Some influence is strategic. Now here's where we balance it. Jesse Jackson was not without controversy throughout his long career. Like many public figures who operate for decades, he faced criticism at times. But legacy isn't about perfection. It's about impact. And the measurable impact in this, he helped build pathways. He expanded political imagination. He kept civil rights language alive and national discourse across generations. He bridged the era of street protest and the era of political coalition building. That's historical weight. For younger generations, his name may not hit the same way it did in the 80s and 90s. But understand this. The reason political diversity feels more normal today is because figures like Jesse Jackson pushed against ceilings when they were still concrete. He didn't benefit from a social media machine. He built influence the long way. And whether you admired him, debated him, or disagreed with him, you knew his name. That's presence. When Black legends pass, it's not just about mourning. It's about documenting. It's about context. It's about remembering who laid groundwork before it was popular, profitable, or safe. Today isn't about sensationalism. It's about recognizing a man who dedicated over half a century to advocacy and political engagement. History moves in chapters, and today, one of those chapters closed. Rest in power to Reverend Jesse Jackson. Here on this platform, we don't just react to headlines. We document history. We honor the architects, the bridge builders, the ones who shifted systems before it was trendy. Reverend Jesse Jackson's chapter may have closed, but the structures he helped shape are still standing. And that's what Black legacy is about. Impact that outlives the movement. When legends leave, they don't just leave us, they leave instructions.